How's it going, everyone? It's Glenn from the Burnout River Cleanse. 20th of October. It's about 9:30 in the morning. I'm just down here at Baldwin Swamp. You can see the councillor over there having a relaxing morning. There's a dead fish here in front of me. I don't know what sort of fish it is. It's hard to see because it's mostly underwater, but this big eel is swimming along here and he wants to keep having a go at this fish. There's the smaller one. It's swimming back over, having a sniff around, but now it's back under the surface again. One of them's got hold of it. I think it's that smaller one. It's just pulled the fish down. Eels love to spin round and round really quick and rip it apart. You can see that's the bigger eel, and it really wants a piece of that fish. It's a mullet by the look of that. Its tail's missing. See if I can zoom in a bit. So now that thing's totally disappeared. Here it comes back up again, and there's another eel coming over behind it there. But this eel's going to town on it now, and it keeps taking it down, similar to a shark attack. And there's a few eels, you can see them coming in from everywhere, but this thing's totally disappeared now. So I'd say that you can see another eel just under the surface here. It's coming back up. Here we go. It's spinning around, so I'll let it sit for a sec and see if we can get a better picture of it. Well, that mullet's disappeared under the water now. There's only bubbles that are coming up, and there's an eel right here. These ducks and everything else that are in here, he's back up again. I used to trap eels up until about a year and a half ago. I've done it for about 30 years, and they're crazy things. They will come up onto the shoreline at night and they'll take eggs from nests, and they'll eat little chickens, and they'll eat little birds, and they'll eat bigger birds too. I was forever pulling out birds' feet and birds' beak from the filters, and you can see they all do the same thing. They come in and they'll sniff around, and then they'll go back down, and then they'll come up and they'll have a go, and then they'll usually pull it down. You can see this eel here. I don't know why they're hanging around this edge here. There must have been something dumped in here, but it's gone down again. Back up. Yeah, that's what's left of a mullet. And there's one eel, it's not really having a massive go at it, but it's just having a chew around. Most of the bigger eels are female. They're longfin eels. They can live for 100 years, these things, and they travel out into the Coral Sea, I think it is, or the New Caledonia area, and they spawn. Not much is known about them, and then they come back in along the coast as a maple leaf shaped little microscopic animal, and as soon as they hit the entrances of the rivers, they drift up into the rivers, and then they turn into a glass eel. They eventually get to causeways, and once they cross that causeway, then they'll get some pigmentation and become an elver, and then they'll find their way into places like this. These eels aren't trapped in here. They can leave here anytime they like. They're just enjoying themselves because it's free food. There's ducks and everything to eat. You could have a ton of eels in here and they'll happily survive. Queensland eel permits are scarce now. It's a dying thing, literally. You take your licence with you now. They're non-transferable as far as I still know. New South Wales, there's a lot of them around. I used to have one down there. I had one for 2 different areas down there, and yeah, there's a lot more eels in the rivers down there, the saltwater rivers, than up here. They're still in the saltwater rivers up here, but they seem to be, they love the fresh water in Queensland, and you can see they're enjoying this fresh water here. There are cameras over there as well, I noticed, and I was talking to one of the fisheries inspectors the other day, and they got a bloke down here for fish, and I didn't even know you couldn't fish in here. So if that's what your next thought is, be real careful, because yeah, they'll pin you for that. This is a national park sort of an area, or recreation, whatever they were carrying on about. Went straight over my head. Anyway, if you like the post, please follow the page, and there'll be plenty more to come in the future. Thanks.